Good afternoon, friends. I am Hirein Sharma, advocate, practicing at Delhi and Punjab High Court both for last 17 years. So I've heard that you people have been enrolled today, or you're getting enrolled today? Everybody is enrolled? So congratulations for all of you to start your career. So basically I'll guide you to few things, little bit of constitution and the basic skills of advocacy. How to start a new career in advocacy and how to proceed further. Because I believe that you people must have done internships also. Have you done it? Internship, right? So, how many of people you are aware of Constitution? Have you read it? So, can you tell me how many articles are there in Constitution of India? Yes, somebody was raising hand. 396 was the original. After the amendments, there are basically our constitution as on today is the basic structure on which the state and the central government works. So the constitution, as you people are aware, the 26th January has a relevant date. Why 26th January has Republic Day? It's because on 26th January 1950, the Constitution of India was implemented. So that is the relevance of 26th December. So the Constitution, as you people are know, Mr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar and Mr. P.N. Ray were the foremost people who had worked tirelessly to frame the Constitution. And they were one of the foremost people who had perceived that how to the constitution will work, how it's going to benefit people from various religions and states in India. So it is all development all on these principles. So basically, the constitution is a very large topic. So some of the basic articles which you need to know are fundamentally you need to know the Article 14, Article 19. So 14, I'll just give a brief background. It's equality before law. So that everybody is equal and nobody is above law and every citizen has equal rights. You must have read all this in the Constitution. Then Article 19, freedom of speech and expression. So every individual, whether it's a lawyer or a doctor or any normal individual or layman, has equal freedom of speech and expression. Nobody can debar you from that expression. Then Article 20, you come across that there cannot be any double jeopardy. So I'll come across double jeopardy. What is it in the question answer round? I'll ask you. Then Article 21, that is the life and liberty of person, that it has to be protected. And how the state government will protect it, it depends on that. Then you have the basic structure which is meant for the courts. That is Article 32 for the Honorable Supreme Court of India and Article 2 to 6 for the respective Honorable High Courts of state, different states. So there are this 32 is basically the writ jurisdiction of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, where you can file directly and specially petition before the Honorable Supreme Court for any violation of fundamental right. So that constitution safeguards you. Then similarly, Article 226 safeguards your fundamental right before the Honorable High Court of respective states. So you people are aware of writs, mandamus, certiorari, prohibitory, quo warranto, habeas corpus. So these are the basic writs on which you can approach the Honorable High Court. And there are other things that you need to come across in Constitution. The way you start your practice as a lawyer, I'm sure that you will come across different things in the Constitution. So I was just sharing the basic structure of the Constitution. I'm sure you people must all read this in the law colleges. After this, the experience, what you will gain in the courts. will be more practical than the law college what you people had. And secondly, the after the this, I will also guide you to certain things that how to be a good lawyer and how to start as a lawyer. So basically, when I was a young comer, 2006 I got enrolled. That time, I must say there was not many law colleges, not very enrollments like this happening today. The legal profession was not a sort of profession that time. Now, today I'm seeing youngsters, most of you are youngsters only, adopting to law. So time have changed, and slowly, slowly law is also evolving towards that. So basically, I was just telling you all these things that when I started as a career, I started my career from a trial court. For good 2-3 years, I had practiced in trial courts, and after that, I moved on to High Court and the Supreme Court of India. So as in today, I am the standing counsel for various organizations. I have an experience of good 8-9 years as an additional public prosecutor before the Honorable High Court of Delhi. So basically, I would like to tell you people that even I had no background in law. So if you start from scratch also today and if you work hard, there is no limit in this profession. You can, sky is the limit, I must say. That if you work hard, I have seen people raising from scratch to sky, where people were actually nothing and no background to them, but they have worked hard and have gained their name in profession. To name a few, you must have heard of Mr. Ram Jetmalani, Mr. Harish Salve, Mr. Mukul Rodgi. So these are very good articulate lawyers. I must say these are the backbone of the legal system of a country. So in fact, so there is a lot of scope for young lawyers also as in today. So my basic advice would be you people should start from the trial court rather than going to a high court directly, because trial court is the area where you need to practice and understand the basic law, how the matters are filed before the trial court and how they are tried. High court is basically a constitutional and appellate court only. So high court you can start, but later on, not in the beginning. So my advice to all you budding lawyers is, before going to high court, you should all practice at least 2-3 years in the trial court. High court and Supreme Court will give you a lot of opportunities and a lot of exposure. But the basic fundamental, you should start from the trial court. The law, what you will learn in the trial court, you cannot learn that law in the High Court and Supreme Appellate courts. Because I have seen most of the youngsters today, what they try to do is they directly try to come and practice before High Court. And if that is the scenario, people will never be able to learn the practice of a trial courts then. So my advice to all of you is that start from the trial courts rather than going to the High Court directly. And ultimately, if you practice good, there is a lot of scope in this. So I'll come back to Constitution again now. So Article 14, 19, 21 are the basic structure where you people will find in day-to-day routine. We're using in courts. 32 and 226 I've just told that is the basic one which you will use every day in High Court and Supreme Courts. And basically, if you people see that largely the whole country is it's a backbone of the country, the constitution is the backbone of the country. So you cannot work if there is no constitution because it safeguards your right. from fundamental rights to right to equality, right of freedom of speech and expression. Everything is protected and guaranteed by the Constitution. So, I would like to have a question answer round with you people also. And just a simple question, that how many of you have started your practice as on today? Is anyone practicing now, or are you going to coach for moot court or internship? I will ask questions. Anybody? So basically, आप mic देना, मैं बताता हूँ ना. How many of you people have started your internship now? Nobody? You've started? So mic देना एक बार. So where have you started? What's your name?
Sir, my name is Gaurav Hamdi and I am doing my internship in Panipat.
Right. So Gaurav, how long have you been doing internship?
From 1 year.
Panipat District Court.
Panipat District.
So, what is the practical experience in the courts? I will tell later. You tell me first.
I am learning. It's so difficult, and there is so many litigations in the court.
Right.
And we have to follow many norms, just like we have to obey the judges, and we have to take.
That is basically the art of advocacy. That how to tackle the situation in the courts.
Because my senior said, आजकल जो जजेस हैं वो बड़े ज़्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट हैं, पहले इतने नहीं होते थे.
Right. No, basically, Gaurav, the thing is that as a good lawyer, you should know how to tackle any situation at the given point of time.
Yeah.
That is also an art of advocacy.
Yeah.
So that is the reason I was just telling you why we should start from trial court rather than starting from high courts. High court. Basically, that will give you the basic fundamental knowledge of law. So one thing is very sure, that the practical situation is totally different from what we study in law colleges.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Sure.
Right. Anybody else who would like to ask something? Any youngster sitting? Anything related to the how to practice anything? How to start? So it's a give me a mic. Give this gentleman a mic.
Sir,
So it's
now,
a, what's your name?
just currency.
Just Karan. Yes, tell me.
So these days, basically the thing is that there is so many numbers of the lawyers in the course.
Now I was just I started with it, right?
And the basic problem is that how to procure the cases, because
So very interesting question. So the answer is hard work. If you start from trial court, I'll tell you one thing. It's the advocacy is basically a chain. Even if you get one case in the beginning, you get a good result in that. After that, I'm telling you, if you work hard and give result in that case, that particular case will give you at least 10 to 15 cases. Because the amount of effort what you will put in that case will convert into 10 more cases. That is the right. I will tell you why. See, sometimes what happens when you when you are protecting a particular client, that and ultimately you won that case. So that word of mouth publicity, what you will get you more cases. So that is the answer. And there are other ways also, but this is the most hard-working thing what you can do to enhance your advocacy. Any youngster? Nobody has a question? Right.
First of all, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Daksh Jhula. I'm from Jean, Haryana. Thanks for coming here today, sir. I'm glad you gave me a chance. The question I'm going to ask is how to attract cases as a newcomer in the business of law. Secondly, I doubt the morality of this question, but as we all know, we are a mean animal. So I had to ask.
Right. So I just answered it. This youngster sitting. So it's basically your hard work. See, it's not difficult to get cases. I just answer that. Even if you
Sorry,
get
I
one
was
case,
late, I guess.
even if you get one case, you work hard on that case. That one case will give a word of mouth publicity, and you will get more cases. So it's not difficult. One or two cases you can easily convert into 20, 30 cases in the beginning of itself. So I'm telling you, it's not difficult. It's very easy if you work hard. And see, there is no replacement of hard work. If you don't work hard, whatever case you will have, that will also go away. So it all depends on your hard work. I'm telling you, if you start, supposedly you start from scratch today, and you get a case after a week, give your 100% in that case, get a result in favor of the person whom you are holding your case for. I'm sure that case will convert 10, 15 cases. I just answered that. So that is the answer.
Thank you, sir.
Anything apart from this question? How to... Anybody in the front row? So, my question, everybody has completed law. It's a 3 years course or 5 years course, or so everybody is different colleges? Different colleges? Right. So, just a question. During college days, did everybody of you had gone in, for internships or not? So was it, how was the experience? Anybody? You will tell me? Yes. Mike, then.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, myself, George. Sir, I completed my law from St. Vices, Noida. Sir, most probably I have completed 14 to 15 internships in my 5-year integrated course. Sir,
Nice.
in which 2 of them were the judicial internships under judges. There were 4 judges allotted, and sir, 3 to 4 were in the High Court and other were in the District Court only. So, sir, my experience was though very good. As you were saying, sir, the learning of law I started basically from the trial court only. Like the basic things like cross examination, witnesses, what are witnesses, and the other small things. Like the same thing you said that in the appellate court there is nothing new to learn.
Right.
They are only writs, as you said under Article 32 and 226 of the Constitution. Sir, only some of the high courts have the original jurisdiction.
2 or 3 high courts.
2 or 3
Right.
high court only.
Delhi and...
So, sir, there are no like nothing much to learn in the high courts
So, as I was telling,
in
so
district court
the
also.
experience of having practically going to court and the experience in books is totally different. You've
Yes, sir.
seen that.
Yes, sir. Sir, my best experience was the internship I done under Justice Randhir Verma, Judicial Officer Randhir Verma. Sir, it was my judicial internship. Sir, he told me basically what was law. So he told me about he basically told me about the basic concepts of the law.
Right, right.
So, sir, that was one of the best internships I ever had, and sir, it was in the district court only.
So, great to hear that. See, this young fellow has already done 14, 15 internships. So, it is the experience what is going to count for him now. So, he's already done at least 2 years of what you people are going to do now. So, it is good that you people have done internship, and wish you luck.
Thank you, sir.
So, I guess we are running out of time now. So, I'll just sign off now. Any last question if somebody wants to ask? Any question? Or anybody wants to share his experience in the courts, something? So before signing off, I'll just share something with you guys. See, I will just share an experience. I will just share, this is a very practical experience what I have had. Never go to a court without reading the file. Because I've seen that at least 50-60% of people from our profession also does this mistake. As a newcomer, I'm not talking with experienced lawyer, as a newcomer, they go for a passover or an adjournment without reading the file. So even as a newcomer, never go to a court without reading the file, because you don't know that what is going on in the honorable judge's mind, and he might ask you. This has happened with me, that is why I'm sharing. In 2008, I guess, I was just a newcomer, 1.5 years of experience that time. So I had gone to the High Court to seek an adjournment. See, the judge was a little different, and he was promoting youngsters. So he had asked me, I still remember that, Mr. Counsel, you start first. So I had smiled and I told him that I have not read the file. So that day he told me that as a youngster you should always be prepared, and this is the opportunity that you people should grasp upon. Because this opportunity, see, as a judge, he was only promoting me. So this was an opportunity which I missed. So I don't want you people to miss. Later on I caught up with it. So that was the day in 2008. After that I've never went to any court without reading the file. So this is the basic thing that I would advise that all of you should follow. That as a lawyer, even if you're going there for an adjournment or a passover, you should be through. Because you might not know that what the other people or opposite party or the honorable judge will ask you. So with this, I'll just sign off. And it was lovely to have you people. And I'll just wish you all the best, all of you. ठीक है सर.